So I saw this tweet and I couldn't help myself because it is so unhinged, right? It's claiming that vice presidential hopeful Tim Walz isn't fully American because he comes from a group of unassimilated German immigrants from the Midwest. Don't worry, there was plenty of criticism to this tweet. This one, of course, appeared being my favorite, right? Republicans are so mad about Walz that they're opening up cans of intra-white racism from the pre-Civil War era. Let me give you some exciting context for this white-on-white racism, as it were, because as you can imagine, this all boils down to slavery. That's right, slavery. Hi, if you're new to my channel, I'm Angela Sutton. I'm a professor. I wrote a book about slavery. All of my videos pretty much boil down to explaining how slavery was the cause of everything that's currently bad in this world, including the terrible things people are saying about Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz. So yes, Germans. So did you know around the time of the Civil War, Germans were the largest white anti-slavery bloc in the US? Then, when the war hit, they were the largest white ethnic group that fought on behalf of the US military against the Confederates. There are a couple of really great sources from Germans who fought in the Civil War, including this super interesting memoir from Elijah Edwards, who was a chaplain who served with the 7th Minnesota Volunteer Regiment when they were sent down here to Nashville to fight. Here's his drawing of Fort Negley, which is now a UNESCO Site of Memory, which was built by almost 5,000 enslaved and free Black people who helped defend the Union. So after the war, many German Americans found themselves the victims of retribution from former Confederate soldiers and Confederate sympathizers. Here in Nashville, our German community was really small, and pockets of Germans lived in the Black neighborhoods in South and North Nashville. And then when the white supremacist groups attacked Black Americans, the formerly enslaved, some Germans also got hurt in the mix. There was actually a German bakery near Fort Negley that got its window smashed in by the pointy hat weirdos. And I'm not at all suggesting that that's comparable, right? Black Americans were absolutely terrorized after the war. Germans came much, much further down the list and systemically didn't suffer anywhere near as much as what Black Americans did, especially down here. The people Walz came from didn't assimilate because they didn't have anything to do with slavery. If only all of us came from people like that, right? Maybe we would be having this incredibly caustic dialogue right now in this dire election season.